There are some qualities I saw in the IPMAN movie that I think greatly resonates with what Jordan Peterson has been saying, and I want to use this video to explain them. In this fight scene, I'm going to be analyzing 9 things I noticed that are very important that every man should attain to achieve, to be a master, to be calm, to overcome, and to seek a meaningful life. Number 1 is preparedness. At the beginning of the scene, we see Ip Man and his wife get into a lift. I'm not going to narrate the whole movie, but the aspect I just want to focus on is that we know Ip Man to be strong, knowledgeable, and responsible. And this is something I believe that men should aspire to be. They should be strong, they should be knowledgeable, and then they should be responsible. Step number 2, awareness. So Ip Man gets into the elevator and someone joins them. Because Ip Man is very aware of his surrounding, he was able to detect that this person is a threat. And so it's something that we should always do, and Jordan Peterson has always spoken about, being that people should look within their immediate environment, see those things that are in need of improvement, in need of change, and then go after those things. Point number 3, willingness to confront the dragons. Even before the perceived opponent made this move, Ip Man was already aware that this person would constitute problems. So he had already put himself between that perceived opposition and his wife. So it's very important that we are not just aware of the problems within our societies, but we are also willing and able to confront them. Point number 4, the ability to sacrifice for a higher aim. There was no conversation in the whole of this scene, but we could see that Ip Man putting himself between the dragon, in this case, if I call the guy the dragon, and what he valued and cherished, means that he was out to sacrifice himself to protect what he loves or the idea he cherishes. And this is something that Jordan Peterson has always said in most of his videos, that it's important that we look at the highest ideal that we can conceive and then make sacrifices. Number 5, unwavering focus on the challenge at hand. Because he was able to sacrifice and put himself between the attacker and his wife, he not just only protected his wife, he never left the gaze or the focus on that thing that he was trying to overcome. And this is very important because sometimes people begin something and they are able to do it for a while, but because of the challenges there that kind of thing can pose to them, they might either waver or flinch. But you could see that in this scene, Ip Man was focused and decided to go at it. The next point, to be strategic in execution. While Ip Man was defending and fighting this attacker with calmness and focus, he might have lost his balance. So it's always important that while we try as much as we can to overcome those things that seem as the major challenges to our life, that we should do that with strategic planning and execution and not just being overly emotional and ideological about such things. The 7th point is that execution can take a while. You could see that the challenge that this particular person brought to Ip Man took the fight from the 3rd floor down to the ground floor. They fought through all the staircase. Now Ip Man is a very strong and resolute fighter. First of all, he didn't underrate his opponent, and secondly, he was patient enough to take the fight all the way, and he was consistent throughout the whole fight. So it's important to know that some challenges can take a whole long while. So the fact that you are strategic, the fact that you prepared, the fact that you are aware and willing to sacrifice, you should also not forget that it can still be a very long fight. Point number 8, it is only in facing our dragons that we become stronger. And you can see that at the end, after Ip Man faced the challenger and beat him down, he was able to tell the challenger to get out, and the guy actually left the place. If at the beginning of the scene, Ip Man told the guy to get out of the lift, the guy probably wouldn't have gotten out and would have just gone ahead to beat him up. But after he has confronted the guy and overcame all his challenges, he was able to tell the guy to get out, and the guy left. So it is in facing our challenges that we are strong enough to overcome them. And last but not the least, the number 9 point. Let's say at the beginning of the scene, Ip Man was slightly afraid of the intruder. We may not know that, but I'm just guessing. At the end of the scene, it is clear to us that he has overcome any fear he had of the intruder at the beginning, because he was able to confront and defeat that challenge. It's the same thing with us. If we are able to expose ourselves to those things that seem threatening to us and overcome them, our fear for those things vanishes. I seriously think that these 9 points I've listed out will help every man to walk in calmness and mastery. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next installment. Peace.